Hey folks, welcome to this online viewing of Broad Manor, a lovely home that we've got for sale in Fillongley in North Warwickshire. The reason for doing this video for you is that we fully appreciate that viewing properties of this size and scale can take a number of hours out of your diary. So we want to make sure that during this online video viewing, we're being completely honest with you to share with you some of the reasons why you may or may not like this property, so that if you do book a viewing, there are no surprises when you're during the actual viewing. And of course, from a seller's point of view, it takes a long time to get properties of this size sort of ready and sometimes staged. And we want to make sure that, frankly, we're not wasting anyone's time. Around this about this property on Broad Manor. Like I said, I don't want to make this video, so I don't want to waffle on, because I think that this video is going to end up being around 30 or 45 minutes as I show you around the property. It's going to take us that long. So I thought we'd start off the video by showing you obviously the outside, and just so that you can get your bearings of the overall sort of layout. As you can see here from the front of the property, it's got some lovely formal gardens, and as we then spin around behind these hedges, there's a tennis court, and you'll already know that there is a tennis pavilion as well. So at the end of this video, I will show you the inside of that pavilion as well, so that you can get your bearings. So on the left wing of the property, on the ground floor, that's where you've got the drawing room. And on the upper floor of that wing is where you've got the master suite. In this middle part of the house, around the original part, or the dated part, the Georgian part of the property, is where on the top two floors you've got the majority of the principal bedrooms. On the ground floor, you've got the reception hall, and there's a glass cloak room, and below there are a couple of basement chambers as well. And then along the right wing of the property, it's what the owners like to think of as the entertainment side of the house, where you've got the formal dining room, the jaw-dropping kitchen. You've got the second orangery, which leads to the outdoor alfresco dining and grill area. And then as we go around, you can't see it from here, behind the hedges in that direction, you've got the swimming pool, and there's an extra bit of lawn behind there as well. So I thought I'd show you the property from the outside and try get you to understand how the property sort of flows, so that when we get inside, it doesn't feel as if we're just going from room to room. So without further ado, let's get closer into the property. So as you approach the property, you go through, and there is a lovely canopy porch. So let's start off from this. Lovely porch area, you can see. And we go into the lovely reception hall. It's an overly used term, a reception hall, but it really is, a lovely space. Now, as we're doing these virtual viewings, if you've ever seen some of my videos in the past, I try not to give a talk too much through them. This is just about you getting your first impressions of each of the rooms. But what I would say is, when I first walked into this room, you start getting a feel for the quality of the fixtures and fittings. You can see the uplighters, which are embedded into the stone flooring. The natural stone flooring is lovely in itself. You get a sense of the quality through these solid oak doors and surrounds, and there's some lovely details in those doors and surrounds as well. Let's move in a little bit just to get your bearings. So that I'm going to show you firstly into this drawing room. The property, I would say, again, another overly used term, is a flexible accommodation. But certainly on this property, you'll see that some of the rooms, you'll see that might have been used for in one way, but you might choose to use them in another way. And we'll talk about more about that as we walk through. But that's the drawing room, and that doubles up as the cinema. As we go around, you've got the stairs in front of you there, which leads to the master suite. Now, an interesting thing about the layout for this property, which you may or may not like, is that the master suite is very private, and you can't get from any of the other bedrooms into that master suite. So that's something which is really unique. Like I say, some will love that, some may not. So it's something to bear in mind. As we go behind this door, the table, through that door is the gym. And when I show you through that, that's effectively 2 rooms or even 3 rooms knocked into one. And it's through there that you can get access to one of the basements, which was originally earmarked to have like an indoor. Either it was going to be an indoor spa area, or it was going to be a cinema room. Just going to move slightly here so you can see there's another door here, and that was originally the library room, but because when the owners first moved into property, one of their children was quite young, so he chose to have his bedroom here because it was closer, obviously, to the master suite. So if to get to his obviously parents' bedrooms or vice versa, in the night it was easier. Here there is one of many guest suites as you go up these stairs. So it's a double bedroom that has a walk-in wardrobe and a spacious ensuite. And then behind this door here is where you get to the right wing of the property, where there's the orangery and that entertainment side of the house. As we turn around, we've got the stairs which go through the main part of the house. So that, like I said earlier, the principal bedrooms are on the upper 2 floors. And here, let's start in this room. As you walk in, is the guest cloakroom. So again, first impressions on this property, you get instantly, and just by seeing the size of this cloakroom, really well appointed, high quality fixture and fittings, and space. And that's what you'll see throughout this whole property, is just the space and the high quality throughout. So let's start off, like I said, through into this drawing room. So again, once you walk through this drawing room, again, you can see and you can just tell by looking at the wooden joinery with the lovely details about the quality. Again, it's got natural stone flooring as well. And one interesting thing about the property too is that you'll notice these on the wall, and they're speakers actually. So you might have read in the write up that the owners are professional and passionate about audiovisual equipment. So it's all been installed professionally. So one of the things which the owners have said is that all the audiovisual equipment that you can see, like the TVs and the speakers, they will all be staying. Because, for example, as we walk around, you'll see here that the surround of this TV is custom made. And it's going to be too much of a hassle for you to try and find then an exact TV that's going to fit exactly in there. The speakers and the TVs, they will all stay. But it's a lovely bright room as we walk around. Excuse me, that's my one of the other computers sending me a notice. And then entering into what the owners use as their gym. So the front part of the this gym, you can probably tell, was originally a room, and they had this as the cinema room. But as the family got more and more into fitness and lifestyle, they've opened this out to create this lovely spacious gym. with integrated, again, audio-visual equipment. And, you know, talking again about being flexible accommodation, you can see through that internal window into that drawing room that we've just come out of. So if you wanted to open this space out again, then you'd be able to do so. One of the reasons for having the gym in this location in the property is that you get access to the first of two really large basements. Now, this is a really long basement and was originally earmarked as the indoor spa area. And you can see here that it's already had the sinks put in, and this shower which doubles up as a steam room. So, you know, this would make it a great, if turning it and using this as a changing room and or an indoor spa, or if you wanted then to have like a games room or a cinema room, then there's potential for that as well. But it works well, you know, everyone has stuff, so you know, it's a great place to store things, which is still easily accessible. So I hope I'm not going too fast as we virtually walk around this property. So the next room that I described earlier was originally the library. So this would be perfect as a home office. There is a private office attached to the master suite. But you know, if you wanted a library study, you know, for kids, you know, a reading room, this is a lovely room to have, especially with the traditional oak joinery as well. So it's a lovely room. Decorating wise, the colour may not be to everyone's taste, but like I said in this video, the whole point of doing these videos is to show you the good and bad, so you can make an informed decision as to whether you'd like to spend your a day doing an actual viewing. We won't go up into the guest room just yet, the guest bedroom. Let me try and squeeze past this door if I can. There we go. So we're now in the right wing of the property, and this is one of two orangeries. It's a lovely open space. And as you walk through the room, you get lots of natural light through that glass roof. Lovely space to be in. Now, this again, the property was once used as a holiday sort of let type home, hence the reason why this is shown as a bedroom. But this would be, from a residential point of view, a lovely room to have, I think, as a sitting room, especially with the log burner, the TV, which is been mounted and then has the joinery around it. And these double doors open onto a patio area. So, you know, it's one of those types of rooms where, you know, in the winter it could be really nice and cozy. In the summers, with the door open, you're going to get a lot of natural air flowing through. Because it was going to be used as a bedroom during the holiday let, at one point I think it had a downstairs toilet on its own, but they enlarged it and took space from another storage area, I believe, and created this ensuite. But I think in a house of this size, you know, you can never really have too many ensuites, really. A lovely room, I think. And let's just take you down to here, which is the second basement chamber, which is currently used, as you can tell, as a workshop. Slightly smaller in size, quite a bit smaller in size, but a really useful space nonetheless. and it also has this additional separate chamber. Now you can see here that they've got some kitchen utility appliances, but the property has a really large laundry room stroke utility room, so they don't really use this as a laundry room, as you can probably tell. This space would be lovely to have potentially as a wine cellar or something like that. Now you can get through the outside. You can just see sort of the natural light coming through through that door in front of you there. So that there's stairs that lead up to the front of the house from there if you wanted direct access out. But we'll take this exit, not the stairs, so I can show you around the rest of the right wing. Now the property you might have seen on the floor plans has a courtyard, and you can get access to that courtyard either through these double doors or as we go through and step down into the dining room through some of these doors as well. So it's a lovely space. The light fittings and the furnishings give this room a bit of a Mediterranean feel, but I think that the walls are obviously nice and neutral, lovely stone flooring. So you could turn this into a more either a traditional looking room or a contemporary room, depending on the type of furnishings that you might have. But it's a lovely space. Nice and wide as well, so you don't feel claustrophobic in there. And of course onto one of the main selling points about the property, which is this jaw-dropping, glorious open-plan kitchen dining space. The owners have gone to great lengths and expense when they refurbished this room, and you can see again you've got a lovely sitting area. There's a wall-mounted TV. And as we move down, you've got a large open fireplace and the centre island. On this side, you can see the hob, the integrated hob, and the dining table. But actually, if I walk around the other side, you'll see that on this side, on this side, you've got still a breakfast bar area as well. So it's a great space. If I just take a step this way, you can then start getting a feel for just the size if you consider the that dining area as well. So if you've got friends and guests around, a lovely room or area of the house. I won't go through all the individual fixture and fittings individually. It'll take too long, but you can notice here the integrated Miele cooking appliances, and there's a his and her sink with a instant hot water tap as well. There's a wine rack in front of you there, and there's more storage as we spin around. So one last time around. So as we walk down here, to the right there, you'll see the second orangery, and through the double doors at the end, you get through to the outside formal dining area. But before I show you that, I just want to show you another guest cloakroom. Again, really spacious, high quality fixtures, lovely flooring, stone flooring throughout. All this area, by the way, where you've got is underfloor heating. And in the pantry, you'll notice there in front of you is an ice maker as well. Here you step through, and this is the large utility laundry room I was talking to you about earlier. Stand on the other side of this lovely room. So some big units, storage spaces, a fantastic sized kitchen, and the units have been built in such a way that you've got space for some extra large laundry appliances too. And this is another way out to get into that courtyard. And this area has a separate delivery entrance as well. So walk through to the second orangery. Lots of natural light that comes through the roof, the glass roof, as well as the doors and windows on the side. You can see through the windows. You've got one of the many outdoor alfresco dining spaces. So let's take a look through to the outside living areas. So you've got this lovely outdoor formal space. You've got some lighting here as well. There's integrated audio system here as well that you can see from the speakers there on the beams, and it overlooks the swimming pool. So I'm just going to change the view slightly. Move this camera out of the way. So this is looking from the other side, so you can have a look at the swimming pool. Sorry about my other computer. So you've got lovely soft seating and some lawn there as well. So, you know, if your visiting guests have got younger children, you know, they can be sort of running around whilst you can still keep an eye on them. Because like I said, it's approaching an acre of land, so there's quite a lot of land to the property. So it's nice to have that space as well. I'm going to walk around and move around so you can get a sense of the outdoor bar and grill area. And a nice outdoor seating area. And here, as we walk up the path, is another outdoor seating area as well. So I move around. So that's all of the main living accommodation. So if we now take a look on the upper floors, I can show you the bedrooms. We'll start off in the bedroom suite, and then after I've showed you the bedrooms, we'll go and take a look at the tennis pavilion. So, like I said at the beginning of the video, this the master suite is very private. You walk up the stairs, and you've got the sleeping area through the door there on the left hand side, and that's got a jacuzzi bath as well. You've got one set of in the first dressing area, you've got a door through to the second dressing area, and then you're through to the ensuite on that side. And before we show you those, let me start off in the bedroom first. And I can show you around those other rooms in a second. So the bedrooms, you can see one of the things which I love about the bedroom is that these are the oak flooring that you can see. They are full length oak strips, yeah, they've been taken from some very, very tall trees, and they're absolutely lovely. One of the things that you might have seen here is that the property has both traditional heating through like a boiler system, as well as electric heaters which work through voice activation or an online app. So you know, you've got the best of both worlds. The property is full of technology, and but it because the owners, like I said earlier, a professional and they're passionate about audiovisual equipment, it can be operated by by a novice as well. So lovely jacuzzi bath, and you've got as well. We walk around the other side of the bed, you'll see that you've got views of the formal lawns at the front of the property. There's the flat screen TV again, and a fireplace with a living flame as well. So really creates that wow factor. This is through to a private office. Now, at one point, the owners were saying that they had this as their gym, and they've actually found it really practical to have the gym just off their bedroom, because you can get access to the ensuite from this side too. So again, really high quality fixtures, and a walk in and out shower. We'll exit from this side of the room, and then I can show you got a better idea of the wardrobe space for maybe Mr. and a walk-in wardrobe for maybe Mrs. Having said that, I think I've got more clothes than my wife, to be fair, so I don't think it's fair to call them Mr. and Mrs. wardrobes anymore. You know, ultimately you've got two wardrobes with lovely views out to the countryside as well. That's the master suite. As we walk down these stairs, before I show you the principal bedrooms, if I could show you the first of many guest suites. We've got these steps here. And you can see, you know, a lovely size of bedroom, which goes through to a walk-in wardrobe with a double shower and the other appliances. Now, what I would say is, like I said at the beginning of this video, you know, these videos are here to share with you the pluses of the property, as well as some of the negatives as well. Now, you know, I would say about this property, you know, the bedrooms are not going to be to everyone's taste. So, and you can tell that it was once used as a holiday home, because they all have a different sort of feel to them. And at one point, I think the owners called them a different room as well, to add to that bit of theatre when people were booking their holidays, especially if there was going to be kids staying in the rooms as well. But from a residential point of view, you might want to redecorate and bring a bit of uniformity to all of the rooms. But what I would say is that all of the bedrooms are a fantastic size. So this is the first floor, and you can see here you've got a shower room, which is lovely. And as we step out into the landing, there is, in front of you there is another guest suite. So you've got a big bedroom and a walk-in wardrobe and shower room. And here is a bedroom, so you're more likely that this bedroom would use this shower room, because on the top floor, when I show you, there's another two bedrooms on the top floor. One of the bedrooms is used or has an ensuite, and the other one is used as an art studio. So that would potentially be another room that would use this as its bathroom, depending on how you would use that room. But again, a really big bedroom. Decoration is not going to be to everyone's taste, but but sort of really, to be fair, it's got really nice, like a green sort of tinge of wall. It's a really nice colour. So I think a lot of this might be to do with the furnishings more than the property itself. So go through here. And it's a classical feel, especially since you've got the wood panelling as well. Lovely chandelier, the beams showing. The blue carpet's obviously not going to be to everyone's taste, but they're in good condition. So the property is, I think, good enough to move into, that you can then do any works or redecoration whilst you live in the property. So again, high quality wooden fixtures, joinery. And this one has more of a traditional bathroom suite in terms of the toilet and the sink. We've got a lovely shower area with seating and shelving as well. The view is lovely of the countryside. See if we can get another angle. Not quite, unfortunately, but yeah, it's a lovely view out. You've got a big bed, large wardrobes, seats, tables. Hopefully it gives you an idea in terms of a really good overall size. Turn around and go up the stairs. Again, apologies if I might be going around this tour too quickly. It's a service that we've been providing for the last 6, I think maybe even 9 months now, based on the feedback of buyers. And I hope you're finding this video tour useful. I'd love to get your feedback. So on this top floor, like I mentioned earlier, there are 2 bedrooms. So this is an ensuite bedroom. Again, decoration may not be to everyone's taste, but again, the walls are mainly neutral. So I think it may just be, the wallpaper that you might want to change. I quite like it, to be fair. And the other, parts is more about the furnishings, I think. So yeah, we're really looking to have a property of this size that offers fantastic space throughout the whole house. None of the rooms or bedrooms you start feeling as if you've now got to the 7th or the 8th or the 9th bedroom and they're starting to get smaller. So if you've got a family and you want to make sure that everyone's got a good sized bedroom, it's going to be this property is going to be perfect for that. So this one was fitted with a bath, but of course, if you preferred a shower, I'm sure it's not going to take too much to get a shower installed. This was a bit of a tricky one when I tried this earlier to try and get up and show you the other room. Let's go to the doll's house and get into the bedroom this side. So this is the final bedroom. Let's stand outside so we can get better space. Sense of space, I should say. So this is the bedroom which is being used as more of an art room. I think there comes a point where you don't, if you start needing to use 8 or 9 or 10 bedrooms regularly, then clearly you need a big home, and they don't need that many bedrooms. So it's ideal to be sort of closed away at the top of the house, no noise, lovely views out. And you can see here the built-in wardrobes from when it was previously used as a bedroom. So that's the principal bedrooms and bathrooms. So I just want to show you finally the tennis pavilion, which is a wonderful space. They use this as like I say, as a games room, The owners own dogs, and the dogs spend a bit of time in this I'd say room, but it's more like a house really. But you can see that you've got a kitchen area. Again, a really nice and modern shower room. A turn around, you can see lovely views over towards the tennis courts. We'll try and stand at that side of the room. Got a better view of the tennis courts through there. But you can just see, this would be, if you wanted secondary accommodation, then, there's more than enough space to have, a sleeping area as well as a sitting and dining area as well. So that concludes the virtual viewing of this property. I hope you found it really useful. Like I say, we've started to create these videos, which are a little bit longer in length, but go into a little bit more detail. They're, our marketing, we don't apologise that we try and obviously show the best of the property. So, of the size of properties that these are, in a 5 or 6 minute marketing video, we're going to show off the best rooms. And practically we just can't show all the rooms anyway. The videos would end up being just too long. The tricky thing is that with this property in particular, there's over 100 pictures that we've taken, and it starts to feel as if it's just constant pictures, and through pictures difficult to get a sense of the flow of a property as well. And floor plans are great to get a perspective, but again, you really need to be inside the property to be able to get a feel for it. So these videos that we're doing is not to replace an actual viewing. It's not to stop you from doing a viewing. It's just as an additional service that providing for you, so that when you do arrange a viewing, it's not completely alien to you. You've got a better sense of the overall size, and maybe you can start planning what rooms you want to start seeing from at the very beginning. It might highlight the things which you thought that you would love about the property, as well as it might give you some answers about some of the things that you thought might not work for you as well. So it's we've tried to do these videos with as much honesty and integrity as possible. If you are, having seen this video, if you are interested in arranging viewing, then please give me a call on the details that I've provided, that you'll see in the comment section, or through Rightmove or Zoopla, wherever you've seen this video. And when we speak, just remember to tell me how far you're travelling from, because we do work with external companies who provide chauffeur services. If you're travelling from greater distances, we work with companies who offer private jets, private helicopters as well, and also we work with caterers as well, especially if you're going to be viewing a property with children as well. Got to make sure that they're looked after, so we can arrange for any catering that you might want. And of course, if you'd like us to provide complimentary water or teas and coffees, then just let me know. It'll be a pleasure to arrange that for you as well. So look, I really hope that you found this video useful. I'd love to get your feedback, and I hope to hear from you soon to arrange an actual viewing. Take care.